Today we're making the juiciest crock-pot pork tenderloin for under $13. This crock-pot pork tenderloin is an easy dump and go recipe that results in the most tender and delicious pork tenderloin every single time. My name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make budget-friendly meals at home. Let's get cooking. First, we're gonna start out with the pork tenderloin. You want about 2 pounds pork tenderloin. Generally, they come 2 to a pack, and that's perfectly fine. We're gonna place them in our crock pot. I am using the beautiful multi-cooker. I have it linked in the description below. I love it, love it, love it. 10 out of 10, recommend. When you lay them in the crock pot, you wanna make sure they're not overlapping. This is a 6-quart crock pot, and today mine is a little bit more than 2 pounds, just because that's what they had available in the package. Now it's time for our seasonings. We're gonna start out with 2 teaspoons or tablespoons, whichever you call it. I'm using pre-minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic as well. Make sure it's 2 cloves freshly minced if you wanna use that. 2 teaspoons Italian seasoning. Now this is a blend. I have a homemade recipe linked in the description below if that's not available in your area. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, but any that you like will work great. And then a little bit of black pepper. I'm doing 1/4 teaspoon. And don't worry, you do not have to remember this all. The recipe is linked in the description below. And then a little bit of onion powder. Just sprinkle it right on that pork. Now it's time to make the sauce. This is what gives this pork that wow factor. Start with 1 cup of chicken broth. Now if you're nervous about making pork at home, I have picky kids that do not like pork, but they love pork tenderloin when it's cooked right. Add 1/4 cup of soy sauce, or you can use coconut aminos if you're gluten-free. We're gonna put that right in. Pork tenderloin is so good and tender. It's even fancy enough. We serve it for guests, and we had it for Christmas one year too, so I hope you try this out. And now a little balsamic vinegar. I legit love anything with this in it. It adds so much flavor and it's delicious. In this sauce, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons. Something about the combination of like balsamic and soy sauce, oh, I love it, it's amazing. And now to balance out the vinegar, we're gonna add a little bit of honey. So our trick with honey, especially if you haven't seen this before, is to spray it. This is a spray avocado oil. You can do olive oil. You could do Pam if push comes to shove. Just spray your measuring cup or measuring spoon. And then the honey is gonna slide right out. We're gonna put 3 tablespoons today. Now you can do brown sugar if you don't have honey to balance out that sweetness, but I like that texture that honey gives it. See how it just fell right out of there and you get all the honey in your sauce instead of stuck to your spoon. And if there's any left, you can lick it clean. And now we need a tablespoon of cornstarch, but don't worry, I'm gonna use the other end, not the end I licked. I could tell that you were concerned. I got you. So we just need a little bit of cornstarch to really thicken the sauce. That's why I love these spoons, is because you don't have to wash them in between, and you can use them for all sorts of ingredients. And of course, it's linked in the description below. Then whisk to combine it all. You're really wanting to make sure that that cornstarch is dissolved, because it will get clumpy if you just throw it into your crock pot. So that's the main reason why we're whisking this first. If you use the brown sugar instead of the honey, you want to make sure that gets dissolved as well. Everybody here is making fun of me, but dancing helps, I promise. Then you're just gonna pour it right into the crock pot. Only thing left to do is turn it on. So put your lid on, and you want to cook this on low for 2 to 4 hours or on high for 1 to 2 hours. Now, you might be thinking that does not seem like enough time, but trust me, it is. Most people do not like pork tenderloin cooked in the crock pot because it's overcooked. So we're going to check it at the lowest end of the time, and we're going to cook it until it's just cooked through. I'm gonna cook mine on high today, and this will probably be done in an hour, but make sure you stay tuned because I'm gonna show you our #1 trick to make sure it's perfect every single time. Okay, this is on. I will see you in 1 hour. So it's been cooking for about an hour on high. Let me tell you, this is what you need when you're cooking pork at home. It's a digital meat thermometer. The best thing about the one that I have linked in the description below is it tells you the temperature it needs to be at on the thermometer, so you do not have to worry about it. You want to put this little insert into the thickest part of your pork, and you're looking for it to read 145 degrees Fahrenheit. 145, not 165, that's chicken. If you go 165, it's gonna be dry. So make sure it's 145. And mine is just there, so it's done. Now you're gonna remove the pork tenderloin from the crock pot, and I'm placing it on my really nice big cutting board, and you wanna let it rest for at least 10 minutes. And this is just so you don't lose all the juices when you start to slice that pork, and it's gonna make it extra juicy when serving. Now it's been resting and we are going to slice it. Make sure you get your nice big knife that we love. And I like to use the thickest part of my knife, and I find it's best just to press down because it could start to shred because it's that nice and tender. But look how beautiful that already looks. It is cooked through, so you don't have to worry, and we're gonna pour that sauce on top. Once the pork is all sliced, you have two options. You can serve it like this and drizzle the sauce from the crock pot on top when eating it. That's gonna be great. Or you can dump it back into the crock pot and coat it with the sauce and serve it that way. I'm gonna do that today just because it's a good way to keep it warm if you're waiting to serve it. And also, the sauce is my favorite part, so I want as much as possible. And fun little pro tip, when I put it back in the crock pot, I like to try to keep it like the size of the tenderloin. It makes it look a little bit elevated, maybe like you had the event catered if it's like holiday or company, and it just kind of gives it that added flair, and it's really easy to do. It's time for my favorite part, serving it up. Now I love serving it from extra sauce, of course, on the pork. This is great over mashed potatoes, but it would also be delicious, honestly, as is over rice or even over pasta. This sauce is just amazing on anything. The pork is so tender. This is literally my favorite cut of pork. Delicious. This recipe is linked in the description below, and we have all of our tips and tricks to make sure that it's perfect every single time. And if you love easy crock pot recipes just as much as we do, don't miss this next video. All right, friends, this pork is calling my name. I am out of here. I will see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, friends.